Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
At Starbucks, we've more than doubled paid parental leave, now up to 18 weeks. Which means Starbucks baristas can spend more time with the best company they know, their families. At Starbucks, benefits like parental leave are just the start.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Make your next vacation unforgettable on Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Star of the Seas. It's everything you've loved about every family vacation you've ever been on, with mind-blowing thrills at the largest water park at sea, 7 onboard pools for every level of chill, more than 40 ways to dine and drink, and even more to enjoy at our award-winning private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay. This is the new Star of the Seas. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Welcome into the Tour Coach, everybody. I'm your host, Tony Ruggiero. It's the start of a new year, 2025. We've been doing the Dew Sweepers Golf Show for almost 20 years, actually right at 20 years, and it's morphed into the Tour Coach podcast from our early XM PGA Tour radio days, and I want to thank you for following along. 2025 is going to be exciting for us. We got a lot of great stuff going on. If you followed along, you know that the Tour Coach they're the stories, they're the people, the conversations that I meet, whether they're players, fitness experts, mental coaches, performance coaches, just the people I meet along our journey, whether it's teaching on the PGA, Korn Ferry, Live Tour, LPGA Symetra Tours, or college players, but especially down at my home at Old Palm Golf Club in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. These are all the stories and the people that I run into that I think can add some value to your instruction program, help you play the game of golf better. We couldn't do the Tour Coach without our longtime sponsors, especially Shrixon Cleveland Golf. Been with them for over 20 years. Mitch McConnell, Buick GMC, here in Mobile and all over the country. Mitch has been such a huge proponent of us. And you've got our local sponsors, Stokely's Midtown Garden Express, Taylor Martino and Rowan, and you can't forget the folks at Vineyard Vines and Bushnell Golf. And Bushnell's been so instrumental as well in pushing and helping us with a lot of our content. We're going to continue to push out what I think is great content, all designed to help you get better at the game of golf. Appreciate all our sponsors. Appreciate you following along. We've got some great stuff coming in 2025. More live lesson look-ins, more content. Hopefully we help you play better golf. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of this journey.
First one sitting in at the Dew Sweeper cocktail party.
The first one being fellow fathers.
Yeah, how about that?
What is wrong with this world?
Nothing.
We both are fathers now.
Well, yeah,
Unbelievable.
I'm still not ready.
I know, right?
No.
But craziness.
Dr. Scott Lynn, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Appreciate your time, too, because I know you put up with some weird texts and phone calls when I can't figure out an answer. So
It's all good. It's all good. This is the Dew Sweeper family, right?
Yeah.
It's that's what it's always felt like being around you guys. Like everybody would do anything for anybody. So it's once you're in, you're in. And
True.
And you, I mean, I was talking to Morgan today about her new job in New York, and we're helping her out with a whole bunch of stuff there. And so it's always felt that way to me. So yeah, no problem.
Lots of good things going around.
Time. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to in the golf space? You're in the forefront of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about to see, experience, and learn going forward?
I mean, Swing Catalyst is, the company that I work for, and that's a big part of what the Dew Sweepers do. I think everybody, Morgan has stuff in New York, you got stuff in Jacksonville there, Tony. So I think we're making big strides to really understanding more about the biomechanics of the golf swing.
Okay.
We have markerless motion capture now, because in the past we'd have how the golfer interacts with the ground, but we just have to look at the motions of the golfer on a video, and we couldn't really measure anything about that.
Okay.
We're now measuring where the golfer is in space, where their center of mass is in space, so we can really learn a lot more about it. Now, my challenge is going to be to take that information, which gets another layer deeper in terms of
right,
and relate it in a way that T and you and Morgan and like regular people can just use it
and apply it to regular people
and reply it to regular people. So it's the more and more information we get, I think we understand things a lot more, and then my job is to kind of dumb it down and understand how to use it. At Old Plum with the 20 handicap that shows up, a member or whatever, and then all the way to to tour guys, and so it's an exciting problem to get more and more stuff, because we learn more and more about the mechanics of the swing, and then the ultimate goal is make people better, right? Have some more fun out there. That's the ultimate goal. So and we got to make sure that our little ones get hooked. That's key.
Right. Yes, I'm trying.
So that's part of my that's part of my thing. My little guy's smashing balls with little plastic clubs now, but
fun.
It's going to be a blast. I love hopefully he continues to like it, but because getting out there with him would be unbelievable.
Put us in a box. Go ahead. That just gives us something to break out of. Because the next generation 2025 GMC Terrain Elevation is raising the standard of what comes standard. As far as expectations go, why meet them when you can shatter them? What we choose to challenge, we challenge completely. We are professional grade. Visit gmc.com to learn more.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
Hey, it's Sydney Sweeney. I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbro jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
Eczema isn't always obvious, but it's real. And so is the relief from Ebglyss. After an initial dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab LBKZ, a 250 milligram per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Searching for real relief? Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
All right, so you've got swing catalyst, so you see the ground reaction forces, you've got launch monitor, you get all the ball stuff, you got 3D markerless stuff coming out, so now you get some biomechanics in there, and you've got this new cool sensor edge thing with the grip pressure. What's next? What else is there to discover, unveil?
Everything we've done so far, Swing Catalyst, has been related to getting the body to move more efficiently and produce more efficient golf swings. And I've always thought, well, what ultimately transfers the energy from the body to the golf club or to the golf ball is the golf club. And so I had an idea probably around 2016. We went to Japan with Swing Catalyst, and we were in this high-end fitting facility. There must have been 4,000 shafts on the wall.
What?
A gazillion shafts on the wall. And the high-end fitter there, this Japanese guy, we talked about the ground force. He's like, do you think you could ever use this in fitting? And I was like, I don't know. But to me, a shaft responds to the forces you put into it, right? So if you push into the shaft a certain way, it'll deflect or it'll change shape based on the forces you put into it. And ultimately, like the pressure sensing grip is fine. Like it gives you some stuff. It's kind of like the body track of ground forces.
Okay.
But if we could ever get a 3D force plate in a grip, that's going to be awesome. That's going to tell us a ton of stuff. Until that happens, the ground forces are the closest thing to having some form of force input into a fitting algorithm. And so we've partnered with this company called Terra Forza Golf, which literally means ground force in Latin. And they're using ground forces now to fit golf shafts. And when they originally approached me, I was like, I mean, I think it's a cool idea. I think it's definitely, but like, how far along are you guys? They're like, well, you know, and so I've helped them a little bit with their understanding of ground forces, and we've modified their algorithm a little bit. And even still, it's a pretty basic algorithm that they use to take the ground forces and determine what shaft. But it's unbelievable how much difference it can make.
Yeah.
I always tell people, like, I went to Ping a couple years ago and did a full fitting throughout the bag, all my wedges, irons, and drivers. And obviously the driver's the last thing they fit you for. And I remember being at that fitting, and like I probably hit 5 pyramids of balls during that fitting as they worked their way through all the different things. And like that's probably 4.5 more pyramids of balls than I hit cumulatively in the last year before that. So, and by the time you get to driver, like after 5 pyramids of balls, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
What swing am I fitting myself to now? And so the fitter came to my lab. I hit 5 shots on the plates with my driver, and I was like, yeah, those are kind of normal numbers for me. And then you just hit analyze. It analyzes those 5 shots and spits out white shaft. I'm like, okay, cool. So you pop the head off, you pop the white shaft on, boom. I hit 5 more, and I got like almost 5 miles an hour extra ball speed in those next 5. And I kind of thought to myself, you know, I'm a scientist, I'm a little skeptical. I was like, I don't hit balls much anymore. Maybe I'm just warmed up a little more, or whatever it is. Maybe, who knows? Maybe my technique changed. So then this fitter's like, well, keep the shaft, see what you do with it. And I was like, I don't play much. He's like, don't worry, put it in your bag whenever you play next. So like a week later, I flew back to Toronto, Canada, where I grew up. Yep. And I played the golf course with my buddies that I had played growing up. I played this through college, where I was like working out and like working on my game all the time. And like, I know where I hit the ball on that course because I've played it forever. Holes that I used to, if I busted it, I had 100 yards in, I was like 60 yards out.
Come on.
It was like,
that's awesome.
So far down there. And I don't play it all anymore. And I was like, huh. There's something to this. And we've had a few like PGA Tour guys that I've worked with, their coaches that have been fit. And generally the PGA Tour guys, because they try to fit their equipment so often, they don't seem to find the massive gains in distance, but the dispersion really comes in. Okay. And so I think there's a big opportunity to use ground forces to really dial in your equipment too, which is really cool to me. So now we're not just worried about making the golfer move better. We're trying to get a better implement in their hand. Which obviously is going to make the game more fun. And we can get everybody 5 miles an extra ball speed, like
make that puzzle come together.
Yeah, that's it's going to be pretty fun.
What was the best thing you learned from 2024?
2024, I would say we've started now working with, also, I don't know if you saw it in the show, the swing stage. Yeah, so we put the plates inside the swing stage. And I think the power of just moving the ground around on teaching people to produce different forces. Like I was telling people today in a little talk I did at Swing Cat booth, like a lot of people struggle with producing like a shear force out of their lead side to kind of clear and create rotation. I'm basically batting 1,000 on just taking the stage and putting the ball below their feet. Because if you put the ball below your feet, you don't produce that, you're going to fall over. So people naturally react and produce that force. And then the other one is, you know, people that kind of glide towards the target, don't put on the brakes, and they get that kind of saggy lead knee. Yeah. Put it on a downhill slope, and it just fixes it. And like, it's not new information. People have been doing this forever. You're right. It was really interesting. I got to work with Jeff Sluman. And that was something we were working on in his swing, was trying to get him more braking action because he was kind of gliding past it. And I explained, you know, if you can find a downhill slope to hit balls off of, it's really helpful for you to get this pattern to make it work better. And I think, and as he got it, he started to hit it better. And then he's like, you know what? I was just thinking about it. He's like, I played Augusta National how many times? I don't know, tons, right? This guy was like a Ryder Cupper. Like he's played Augusta National 100 times. And he's like, if I think back to my second shot on 9, where you're hitting off a downhill slope to an uphill green, he's like, I never miss hit that shot. What? He's like, I strike that shot every time, and now it makes sense. Because on the downhill slope, it forces me to do what you're telling me to do. And I was like, cool. Wow. And it's cool to get backing from a guy like that who's obviously tried everything. Right. Like, that guy's been in the game forever. And so it's cool working with some of those guys. I've actually been doing with a few of the like Champions Tour guys, and it's pretty cool. Like, we spend a lot of time they spend a lot of time like telling stories and stuff and learning. You can learn so much from guys like that. But when he thought back to his career, he was like, I can't think of a bad shot I've hit off that second shot at 9. And I was like, cool. Like maybe, and this is where like, I can't think of a place. Like if I thought to myself, okay, I want to go hit balls on my ball below my feet and downhill lie, like where would I do that? Like it's not like I could think of parts on golf course where I could do that, but the greenskeeper's not going to let me take a bucket of balls out and hit a bucket off. And like I can't think of many ranges that have that. And so this is where this swing stage is awesome because you can just put it in that position and just hit balls and like figure it out.
Really cool.
Which is cool. So that to me is what I call constraints-based teaching.
Okay.
Where I don't really say anything to you. I just go, all right, figure it out. And then you just, and I think that's a great way to learn. The less you can say and the more you can just have them learn on their own and figure it out and put them in a way that you constrain the environment to where they're doing what you want them to do. It's pretty cool.
Great. Doc, appreciate your time as always.
Awesome,
Thanks for
man.
sharing everything too. Really appreciate that.
Anytime.
All right.
All right. Thank you, man.